Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna do a show. It's so late. There's no good news. I don't know, but I like this. It's fun. I uh I know I'm talking to myself. But it's fun. This is the 420 candle. Mm, it's what we're supposed to do at 420 here in the Molehill, but we always run late. Um Always checking on the market, checking on some news, stuff like that. So, let's take a look see if we Um, let's look first at our biggest performers by market cap. Bitcoin is down 1.5% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum 2.3% down in the last 24 hours. Tether isn't supposed to change. XRP down 3.1% to 25 cents, and about one half a penny right there. Bitcoin Cash is stupid, but it's down 0.38. And Chainlink, which is awesome, is down 1/4% to 12.14. Um, well, that's our top by market cap. I can't wait for Link to knock Bitcoin Cash out so I can just stop saying it. Because I'm only doing the top 6 because Chainlink totally deserves to get talked about when it's right here. So does Binance. So does Litecoin. So does Cardano. I don't know much about Polkadot. I'll get back to you on that. Bitcoin Cash is just different just for no reason. It's look at this logo. Look at the logo. They're trying to trick you. They're hoping you accidentally buy these stupid BCH instead of BTC, baby. That's the real shit. All right, let's look at the biggest changes in the last 24. Ocean Protocol, nothing about that. I know nothing. That is up 15.5%. Elron, don't know shit about it. Up just about 11%. Aave, don't know anything about it. A Weave and Yearn. Yearn, I do know. That's like one of the DeFi tokens. Filecoin, down 40% to $24. Ooh, we don't have them in the news today, but yeah, that's not great. Is this their market volume? Oof. Oof, I tell you, because I mean, this is empty compared to what it was. That's not great. Um, oh, I'm sorry. The 24 hours up 6%, dude. I'm sorry, but I locked in on that down 40% 7 days number. That is rough. Filecoin. That is. I hope this network works out because this is the first time that people are going to really try to take it to Amazon Web Services and decentralize that sort of thing. So, 205 million in their ICO in 2017. Yikes! You'd hope. Damn, dude. You'd hope that it doesn't just totally fail. Okay, Bitcoin. Well, we had a dip, you know, but nothing crazy. So let's see. Yesterday when we talked, I think this resistance was forming. Yeah, we probably were trading around here. This resistance was forming. So it looks like what happened is we got caught up in the cloud. It was resistive. We kind of knocked us down some, but Bitcoin managed to climb out. Through the resistance right here, take another run at 13, and get up there right at 4:20 in the morning. It was just above 13, but not for long. Um, it was supported by the cloud pretty well. It took a couple of runs at it, but then it fell through the support, and here we are. So we traded right back through that resistance. The cloud's looking like a decent level of support right now. So yeah, it looks like we're just gonna have a lot more of that sideways motion where we take runs at 13 and then relax and take runs at 13. So there's obviously a lot of people who are trying to sell their Bitcoin, pay their bills and stuff like that, miners and whatnot, who are looking at that 13 marker as the place to sell because every time we hit it, we get knocked back down. So, yeah. So that's what we have. So what? How many days back is this telling us now? 3 days ago. So yeah, as of about 3 days ago, we left the 1200 area taking serious runs at 13, but keep getting bounced down. This blue one here is I'm going to keep for a while, 13 marker. These are a channel I drew a month ago, and Bitcoin was staying in the channel until just the other day. I'm going to leave it there because as the channel was a rising channel, and as the channel itself approaches 13, I want to see if it still affects Bitcoin at all. Sometimes you'll see old patterns affecting it. It's worth it whenever you draw these lines of support. If I go like back to September something, you'll see like where I actually drew these lines, and they were supporting Bitcoin at some point, and they remained somewhat relevant because they bracketed the upper and lower prices for a long time. So it's worth keeping them because it could be some, I don't know, it could be a trend that I had noticed that it's worth keeping that note around. So yeah. Well, that's the last 12 hours, this bar here. Other than that crazy ass dip, it's a pretty small change. 0.5%, $60. All right. Not too much news today, man. I almost didn't even bother with the show. But yeah, obviously I'm bothering. Link rises 12% after the verifiable random something starts. Let's find out. Very verifiable random function. It's a random number generator that is based on chain length, but it's running inside Ethereum. It can, I don't know, security programs can use the random number generator, so it helps secure Ethereum and presumably all the DeFi projects and all the DEX, decentralized exchange projects that are running inside Ethereum, like I talked about yesterday. Presumably those can utilize this VRF to become more stable. And randomness for games on the blockchain, non-fungible tokens. So yeah, there's some uses for that. That's pretty interesting. I don't really know a ton about what you're going to want to use random number generation for, but I do know that Chainlink is positioned itself to interact with other cryptocurrencies and be a sort of like functional. That's what you really need to look for in these things if you're spending a few bucks on them, is look for like what they do. If they're just another Bitcoin and they're just another currency, I don't know. Like Bitcoin's already a popular currency, you know. Litecoin, Ethereum, they're popular as currencies. Like Ethereum, more programming, but you know. So Chainlink, it actually interconnects, hence its name, these networks, and it provides functionality on them and between them, and that's where something like Chainlink has the potential to be way more valuable than, I don't know, than stuff that doesn't really have a use case. I'll save that one for the end. So we've been following, of course, the Chinese Chinese central bank digital currency. Try to grab all the stories that are about this because, well, I think the future is digital currencies, and I think that the U.S. dollar is going to lose its reserve status because we're not on top of shit like China is. So, all yuan peg tokens except for the central bank token. So this is another element of their rolling out their central bank digital token. So they're going to make competitive tokens illegal in their country. I have a feeling that when they really want you using their currency, they're going to make most other currencies illegal, cryptocurrencies illegal. I have a feeling. I'm not totally sure. Yeah, because I think the digital yuan is going to have special like functions for them to spy on people, and they're going to want you to use it so that they can do that. They don't want you using something that doesn't help with that. Active Bitcoin addresses at its highest since 2017's $20,000 price record. Active users on the Bitcoin network has accelerated to levels last seen in December 2017 when it was at its high of just under 20,000. That's cool. More than double in the past 5 days. Active users has more than doubled in the past 5 days. Wow, I did not know that. That is a big deal. Active participation in Bitcoin is growing. Against the backdrop of PayPal's announcement, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, cool. With the count of active entities closing record high, December 19, 2017, price still fell down 53%. Oh, I don't know what the hell. I guess it eventually fell down for 20K, obviously. Yeah. Ooh, meanwhile, the 7-day rolling average from Bitcoin's hash rate, the measurement of mining power, rose to a record high of 146 exahashes per second earlier this month. Interesting. Cool. Bitcoin moving up. And then this is like, yeah, this is a little different. I mean, there's really not much. It's just an opinion piece here. So, governments can't cancel pandemic debt by printing more money. Yeah, I mean that should be obvious to anyone. But the crazy thing is, the people that run these banks, they it's not obvious to them. It would appear they think they can just print money, but well, and they can. Of course, they can. Um, but the crazy thing is, when they print money, they really are stealing from all of us, right? Um, Government powering is a long-term game. It's all about trust. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you, this is kind of like how this works, though, because, yeah, they're like, oh yeah, we'll print these checks, and you all get these checks for, what was it, $1,000, you know? But they printed so much debt, and they put so much more money in the economy that $1,000 they gave us wasn't worth $1,000 when it got to us, and it's not going to be worth $1,000 down the road. So what you see when these guys print this money, like, it devalues the rest of the money. That's the reason Bitcoin can't just print more than what's already set to be print. Like, we know how much Bitcoin we're going to have in the world, period, right? But there is an infinite amount of dollars from central banks that are fiat. So there is no floor to the value of it. It can always be lower value because you can always print more, which means there's just more circulating, which means the ones that I already have aren't worth as much. So it's stealing. Like, they're not stealing your dollars, but they're stealing the value of your dollars when they print more dollars. And they give some of them to you. So they give you back some of what they stole. But they give more to banks, and they give more to oil companies, and they give more to all these, like, industries that they just can't fail, or whatever they like to say. And that's how they're stealing from you, man. So, oh my God, what is happening? What is happening? All right, that's the show for today. That's why you need to get your money out of USD and into these cryptos and take control of it. And have a good one.